This video is brought to you by IXL, used by millions of students worldwide to get ahead in math, English, and more.
Let's talk about finding the slope of a line from a graph. Remember that on a graph, the y-coordinates are labeled vertically along the y-axis, and the x-coordinates are labeled horizontally along the x-axis. On this particular graph, the values increase by 1, but other graphs may increase by 2 or 5 or any other number. It's important to take note of the graph's scale before we find the slope of a line. The slope of a line describes how steep it is. For example, this line is very steep, so it has a larger slope. But this line is flatter or less steep, so it has a smaller slope. To calculate the slope of a line, we find the change in the y-coordinates, often referred to as the rise, and divide that by the change in the x-coordinates, often referred to as the run. So how do we determine these changes? We just pick any 2 points on the line, find the difference between their y-coordinates, and find the difference between their x-coordinates. We can actually calculate the slope using any 2 points on the line, and we'll get the same answer, since the slope of a line is constant. But it's easiest to choose 2 points with integer coordinates. Let's try finding slope together. What is the slope of this line? Remember, we need to find the change in y over the change in x, or the rise over the run. So let's pick 2 points on the line and find the difference between their y values over the difference between their x values. How about we use the points 4, 4, and 5, 6? We'll subtract the 2 y values, 6 minus 4, and then the 2 x values, 5 minus 4. Notice that for both subtraction expressions, we use the coordinates from this point as our first value, and the 2 coordinates from this point as the second value. In other words, these 2 values come from the same point, and these 2 values come from the same point. So the change in y over the change in x equals 6 minus 4 over 5 minus 4, or 2 over 1, which is 2. So the slope of this line is 2. Did you know that we can check our work by counting? That's right. Starting at our first point, 4, 4, we move up 2 units, which is the rise, and over 1 unit to the right, which is the run, and we land on our second point, 5, 6. So the rise over the run is 2 over 1, or just 2. And this is true between any consecutive points on the line, since the slope is constant. Now, you might be wondering what would have happened if we chose 2 points that are farther away from each other. For example, the points 3, 2, and 6, 8. The slope is still going to be 2, but let's prove it. 8 minus 2 over 6 minus 3 equals 6 over 3, or 2. See? It's the same value. Pretty cool, huh? Let's try another example. What is the slope of this line? This time, the scale of our axes is different, but that doesn't change anything about our calculations. How about we use the points 6, 10, and 12, 14 to calculate the change in y over the change in x? We get 14 minus 10 over 12 minus 6. So the slope is 4 over 6, or 2/3. Notice that this line is less steep than the last one. And that makes sense because a fraction less than 1 is smaller than the whole number 2. Let's try one final example. What is the slope of this line? Let's pick 2 points on it, say 30, 0, and 50, 80, and find the slope. To find the change in y, we subtract 0 from 80, and to find the change in x, we subtract 30 from 50. So the slope is 80 over 20, or 4. This time, the slope is a larger number, so it makes sense that our line looks way steeper than the lines in the other examples. Great! Now you know how to find the slope of a line from a graph. Now it's time to go try some on your own.
Head over to IXL.com to check out this video and thousands more in math and language arts.